The Haunted Tales of Ye Olde Star Inn, York, a true ghostly account. Nestled in the heart of York, Ye Olde Star Inn is one of the city's oldest and most iconic pubs. Its history stretching back to the 17th century, with its timber-framed facade and cozy interior. It's a popular spot for both locals and tourists. However, beyond its warm atmosphere and traditional ales lies a darker side, one filled with ghostly tales and supernatural encounters that have intrigued and unsettled visitors for generations. The pub dates back to at least 1644, when it served as a refuge for soldiers during the English Civil War. Given its strategic location, the pub became a makeshift hospital for wounded soldiers, many of whom did not survive their injuries. The bloodshed and anguish that the pub witnessed during this time are believed to have left a lasting imprint, with several spirits reportedly still lingering within its walls. The building's age and turbulent past make it a prime candidate for ghostly activity. Over the years, patrons and staff have shared countless stories of eerie encounters, from strange noises and cold spots to full apparitions. One of the most famous hauntings at the pub involves the spirits of Civil War soldiers. Late at night, visitors have reported hearing the sounds of heavy boots trudging through the upper floors, accompanied by the clinking of swords and the muffled groans of wounded men. These sounds are often described as faint but unmistakable, as if echoing from a distant past. Some patrons have even claimed to see shadowy figures in military garb, standing silently in the corners of the upstairs rooms or disappearing down hallways. These apparitions are thought to be the spirits of soldiers who met their end in the makeshift hospital and have yet to find peace. Another well known haunting is that of a spectral couple often seen in the pub's basement. Described as wearing 18th century clothing, the man and woman appear to be deeply sorrowful, holding hands as they wander through the cellar. They are believed to be former innkeepers or perhaps star-crossed lovers who met a tragic fate. One chilling account comes from a former employee who was locking up for the night. As he descended into the cellar to check the stock, he saw the couple standing in a dark corner, their faces pale and expressionless. Frozen with fear, he watched as they slowly faded into the shadows. The experience left him shaken, and he later learned that others had encountered the same figures in the exact spot. Adding to the pub's paranormal lore is the legend of a black cat that roams the premises, believed to be the spirit of a pet that once lived in the inn. The cat is often seen darting around the bar area or curling up in seemingly impossible places. It's said that if you spot the cat, good fortune will follow, but its sudden and unexplained appearances have startled many a visitor. Several patrons have reported feeling the sensation of a cat brushing against their legs, only to look down and find nothing there. The phantom feline's presence is considered a peculiar yet comforting part of the pub's ghostly folklore. Another common occurrence at Ye Olde Star Inn is the sound of disembodied voices. Staff and patrons alike have reported hearing hushed conversations and faint laughter, as if a group of unseen guests is enjoying a drink in another room. These voices are most often heard late at night, after the pub has closed and the building should be empty. On one occasion, a staff member, thinking that someone had accidentally been locked inside, went to investigate the source of the laughter. However, upon entering the room, he found it was completely empty. The voices abruptly ceased, leaving him with an eerie silence and a sense of being watched. One of the more unsettling apparitions reported at Ye Olde Star Inn is that of a woman dressed in a long flowing dress. She is often seen descending the stairs or standing by one of the pub's old fireplaces. Her presence is accompanied by a sudden chill, and those who have encountered her describe a feeling of profound sadness. A guest staying in one of the upstairs rooms once awoke in the middle of the night to see the woman standing at the foot of his bed. He described her as gazing out the window, seemingly lost in thought. When he called out to her, she slowly turned her head before vanishing into thin air. The Old Star Inn is more than just a historic pub. It is a place where the past and present intertwine, where the spirits of those who once walked its halls seem reluctant to leave. The combination of its age, its role in York's tumultuous history, and the countless lives that have passed through its doors have made it one of the most haunted locations in the city. For those who visit, the pub offers more than just a pint and a cosy seat. It offers a glimpse into a world where history refuses to stay buried. Whether you come for the beer or the ghosts, one thing is certain, you're likely to leave with a story of your own to tell.